Hello, welcome to Blueprints, a game about blueprints. I don't know why it's called Blueprints other than it sounds like blueprints, but it's blueprints. The story so far is we've done the first 2 days. We're going into day 3. We figured out a password for working on a computer. We figured out that red notes are lies. And I still would like to know why everyone is saying this might be the best game this year. The story should unfold. So far, it's been a lot of walking around through rooms. So with no more delay, let's go play. I still have my Diet Cola brand, not cola soda. Okay. So as we go through this house, every time we click on a door, we pick which room is on the other side of the door. Some people are saying that makes it procedurally generated. It feels more like a deck building game, I guess. I'm not really even sure how to describe it. I've played board games like this, and the name of them is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. I think the House on the Hill game is kind of like that. I don't even remember the title of it. So, all we know about our goal is that the antechamber at the top of the map is the goal. So we are going to be trying to build rooms to get to the top of the map, to get into that room, and hopefully along the way we'll figure out why it is we wanted to do that. So, my first and foremost goal right now is to just go up. And hopefully we'll find some puzzles along the way. We didn't find very many puzzles last time. We found a safe we couldn't get into. We found a number puzzle. And we found a light puzzle we didn't get the solution to. So keys are always handy. Let's try the Nook. So I've thought about it, and I'm reasonably sure we only get one of each of these rooms. I don't think we get multiple Nooks or anything like that. So I might need to be careful about how I do this. Let's try the spare room. Don't have any gems for the passageway, which is the only option that lets us go up. So there's plenty of randomization in terms of which 3 kind of cards you get to choose from. I don't want to go sideways too much, so I'm just gonna maybe go back. We'll see if this one lets us turn. Chapel won't let us turn. Pantry turns down. Commissary turns down. Oh. It's a hard decision. Hello, Scorchy. Thank you for coming by and saying hi. I don't know which room to pick. Let's do the pantry, I guess. The pantry, the rooms haven't changed so much between the certain days. So it's day 3, and the pantries look like this all other days. And it does have this hint for something, saying 50 steps is 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. I don't know what that's a hint for, but 5 of each fruit seems to be important maybe for something. The hard part is my brain is in puzzle solving mode. I'm looking for puzzles, and I haven't found very many puzzles, so I don't know what that could possibly be a hint for. Okay, so I think we want to go left, not right in the meantime. I don't need gems. That's too bad. Security has a computer in it, which we can kind of control key cards with, which seems like it would come in handy. We do have the password for the security terminal, assuming it didn't change between days, but I don't think that kind of thing changes. Let's try the bedroom. Readings from Reddington. So that's the same note that was there last time. Same picture that was there last time, but these sketches on the wall change between days. I don't know the significance of them. And every room, or most rooms, have a chess piece on the shelf. Don't know what that's about. There's a lot of these kind of weird cubic things on shelves, and oh yeah, paper cranes. And they all seem like things that would be significant, but so far I've found no significance. And on the dresser is car keys. I think there was car keys there before, so I don't know if it's car keys every time. And I also don't know why this finger is pointing down. So this hopefully lets me go up. Oh no. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, the pool? Well, we can't get the pool, so this whole side's going to be dead-ended. That's really unfortunate. Well, we're only going to have one more time to go up. Day 3 might be a short day. The other 2 days took me 2.5 hours to get through. And it's probably not going to be an hour to get through this. Okay, so this is the parlor game, which is kind of a puzzle. One box is always true, or there's always one box that is true. There's always one box that is a lie. And I guess the third box could be a lie or true. But the other two have been very easy. So the gems are on the desk. That's a lie. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. So those two are lies, and then so I expect the gems to be in this white box. Gems I wish I had had before, so I could have tried the pool room. That was a new room. Instead of having no way to go up on this chain. I can do an office now. I think that's new. And that will let me go fill in that last hole, although I could go off the entrance hall to fill in that hole. But let's try the office. It's new. All right, lots of stuff on the shelves. Where are those cubey things? Got coins on the desk and a disc. This upgrade disc. A floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Okay, that seems handy. You know, that's going to be kind of, I guess, progress between runs, which would be good. There's a note saying the antechamber lever is in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Oh yeah, that's right. So we found a note saying the antechamber is unlocked and that you don't need to use levers to get into it, but we learned that red notes are lies and that note was red. So there are west and east levers I think we have to pull before we can get to the antechamber. We'll find out where they are later, I guess. So let's try to put in that disc. Okay. Run payroll. What did that do? I'll probably read these screens. Spread gold in estate. I can put gold into rooms currently active. So I guess the rooms I've been in. I don't know. Let's try it. Unlog into network. I think. Let's try the password from yesterday. I think. Hopefully it should work. Okay. Yeah. So the password stays the same between days. So one of the ways you progress is you just learn things and use your knowledge. I don't know if it's different between versions of the game though, so watching somebody play it might give you that knowledge without you actually playing it. Okay, staff services. That's right, we did this before. The only thing we could do is special orders. The last time. And we told it to order a brass compass. Now we haven't been back to the place to get that, so I don't know what the brass compass does. Maybe it will be there when we get there. The magnifying glass let us look up close at smudges on things that gave us hints, like that, like the password we just used. Don't know what the metal detector does. Running shoes, I don't know. Shovel lets you dig patches of dirt. We found that. Sleeping mask. I don't remember if we found that. And sledgehammer lets you unlock boxes for free. So let's order the running shoes. And if we ever find the commissary with it, guess on the right day, it'll hopefully we'll have one and find out what it does. Data transfers cannot. Glossary. Oh yeah, this is pretty helpful. But I went through, I think, most of the ones I needed to know. It's kind of the only way I know anything, and so I was locked behind figuring out a password to get the definitions of the words that were already being used. So, I was about to ask how do you insert the disc, and it's just kind of floating there. So, there we go. Okay, so this will... Okay, we're going to upgrade the boudoir, I guess. Boudoir data has been found on this upgrade disk. You'll now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan below to upgrade. +1 gem, +2 dice. We found one of those once. It let us redraw which rooms we could go between, which rooms to pick from when we're opening a door. And that would be pretty useful. For +3 apples. And I think an apple gave us 2 steps, so maybe that's +6 steps. Well, right now, I want to make sure I'm getting good rooms. So let's try for these 2 dice, I guess. I don't know the significance of it, and I don't know which one the best one is. But hopefully I don't regret it later. What else is in here? Oh, we got a drawer. This is the first drawer we found we could open. And a note. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I expect either would be suitable. So 4 of those are red, and March of the Count is black. I don't know what that means, but we'll keep it in mind if another puzzle happens. Oh, there is I guess a switch. Oh, hey, there's a safe opening up. Okay, I don't know what the password is. Yesterday we found a conference room, and the conference room had a note, and the note said to put stuff in the office safe after the meeting. And then there's another note saying the code for the office safe was 9083, I think. But it was a red note. And red notes are lies. So I think 9083 will not work. I also don't 100% remember if that was even the number. But then the question is that a hint even though it's a lie? Aside from eliminating one possibility of who knows how many numbers. I'm not entirely sure. Could be like upside down, like 3809. Although upside down, 9, 0, and 8 all have upside down equivalents, right? Which is 0, 8, and 6, but 3 doesn't. So it's not like it would be backwards 3, 806 or something. I have no idea. And then the question is the hint for this safe in this room, or is it in a different room? Because I haven't opened a safe before. There was a safe in the boudoir, and that one had a photo that was Christmas. And we didn't get that safe open. But I'm suspicious, after having thought about it for the last 2 days, maybe the date is the important part of that photo. Like maybe it's the Christmas date. But I don't know that for sure yet. March is a month. But also March of the count. What count? A lot of these words have double meanings. And I think there's a hint with herrings versus hearings, saying there's kind of a double meaning, although it's a homonym, not a double meaning. Like March could be the month. It could be, walking. I don't know of a homonym for March. I mean, the name of this game is a homonym, because blueprints sounds like blueprints. And maybe that's the developer's style, but, flight could be running or flying. Fall could be the month or the season or falling. Passing could be like in passing or passing by. That's more of a stretch. I don't know. I will think about this, and we'll move on to other rooms, I think. Maybe we'll find a hint in another room, or maybe that is it. Okay, for the next room, so the commissary, I think, might have an item for us. A compass. Oh, we don't have any gems, so our only choice is breaker box. And the breaker box seemed handy. It didn't really come up. So we have this indicator game that we figured out how to make all these purple, and that didn't do anything. So know how to make them purple and blue and red. And when you make all of them purple and click one turns white. But it said we needed to get an email to learn more about that. And the security keypads, or the security computer said we couldn't do email from that computer. But we just found another computer. Maybe there's an email on the office computer. I need to double check that. So right now we're going to turn the keycard entry system off just in case. And we're going to turn all the lights on. And down in the corner, I think it says cabinet. And we can't do anything with that. So, but the keycard thing seems handy. And turning the garage, if we get the garage, which we might not, because we might not be able to drive very many more rooms. It was off. That seems bad. On seems good. And I do have car keys, which are, I think the car's in the garage. So let's double check this computer. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to email. Oh yeah, electronic mail. Just went right past it. Okay. From Annie Babbage, date November 1, 1993. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on the definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter and Babbage. So that's dated November 1st of 1993, and I believe the current date is November, a couple days after that, I think. I thought we figured that out. So I think we are in the next week they're talking about, and the guy died, so of course he didn't respond. The DC power fuse box repair. Down here, fuse box repair. Let's start at the bottom. The VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. I figured that out. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we'll fix it in our regular service visit next week. Gabe, DC Power, Inc. So I already knew that. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal. Okay, fuse box repair again. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you're out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thank you for the due diligence on this project. So, a hint told me I had to write stuff down, so I'm just going to write that down. It'd probably just be easier to take a picture of it than to write it all down, but here we go. I just want to feel special because I came prepared with a sheet of paper, as the game told me to. Okay. So I'm going to know that in exactly 10 seconds when I go do that puzzle. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. So I need to make them all purple now. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple, white, red. Oh, purple and changed. Okay. Red, purple, green, blue. Off. Oh. The whole wall's opening up. I didn't know it could do that. We got a big old switch here. Let's see what it does. Okay, so this is outside. We found that door. I thought it was for a fallout shelter or something. The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each day with 2 gems. Things I wish I could have had yesterday. That would have helped. I wanted to see the pool room. We would have been able to if you had 2 gems. Okay, so that's progress, right? That'll hopefully make the other days easier from here on out. Maybe there's more stuff we can unlock. But for now, this is pretty handy. And since we're probably going to run into a brick wall on this run through. We can go out there and look at it. Have we done that thing in the office? Oh, yeah. We done that thing in the office, and it said it put money in the house, so I gotta keep an eye out for money. Oh, yeah, there we go. More money. There's not a lot I can do with the money right now. I think you can use it in the commissary and in the kitchen. Which I will have to build those rooms if I am able. Okay, so I can go north through the entrance hall, and I've got one chance to go through this corner and hopefully get several up tiles in a row. Let's do the entrance hall one first, though, in case it gives us something useful, so we don't have to backtrack for it, because that's a dead end anyways. Okay, closet, 2 items, storeroom, or security. I already got the password from security. So let's do the storeroom, just in case we need the key. Key, the gem. Another little thing to look at, and yep, it's still the X-Bird. Okay, straight on through. Let's try to go north. I want to go up. Just let me go up, game. Okay, commissary. Let us go up. That's a start. We've only got 1 gem, so we need more gems to progress. We're not progressing. We do have money. Yeah, so there's this hint in here that says with, and it points to a sketch, and these are different than last time, I think, and without, and it points to a different sketch. So I think that is related to the sketches in various rooms. Presumably we're looking for a room that has a deer in it, but not a tag in it. But what you do with that room, or what that means, I don't know. And then there's this sheet saying the commissary would be closed on certain days, which is a lie, so we'll be open those days, I guess. So I don't know the point of this. Okay, so maybe there will be a compass here for me. Well, I can buy a compass. But whatever I ordered, I guess, didn't happen. Well, I think that was yesterday, and I think it said 2 days, so maybe we'll be here the following day. We got money. Let's buy it anyways. A navigational compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's exactly what I want to do. So maybe with this, we'll be able to make it past this little corner I've drawn myself into. Hi, Nikki. Glad to see you here. I'm say, wish I could buy keys. Yes, I wish I could buy keys too, but there's none on sale today. I don't remember if there was any for sale a different day. I don't remember what they had for sale last time. Definitely no gems either. Okay, so this is my chance. I need to go up 3 or I'm done for the day, I think. So let's hope. Okay, den. That lets us go up, and that gives us a gem. We might need that gem to keep going up. That's all I want to do. I want to go up. Okay, den has a gem. No coins. I don't know if the office coins apply to the new ones we're drawing. And the den still has this puzzle. I think it's a puzzle where there's hands of the clock drawn on it. I don't know if certain things happen at those times, but these look the same as they were the last times we were in the den. I don't know if I just need to wait around or if something will happen somewhere. But there's a lot of clocks. Pendulum on this one still isn't going. And this big gear clock looks like you should be able to set it to something, but you can't do anything with it. Okay, up, up, up. Okay, chapel, that works. Although it takes your money. But if we can't go up, the money's not going to do us any good, so let's do it. There we go. Still got the white bishop in here. Not as easy to remember. Oh, there's coins in here. Pays for itself. And all these stained glass... I was going to say stained glass paintings. That's not right. All the stained glass seems the same. I don't know if the statues are the same. They're pretty unremarkable. But, yeah. Stained glass is people holding things in professions with numbers, and I don't totally know the significance of that yet. Okay, bunk room. It's a dead end. Nursery's a dead end. Kitchen requires a gem. We have a gem. So we're at least out of this little corner. Good. We made it. Now, let's wait and see if the next one's a dead end anyways. We can buy food. Tomato soup. +5 steps for every red room. Don't have any of those today. Club sandwich and banana. I'll buy the banana just because. But, I don't know how far I need to get with those. Let me turn. Okay, good. No gens for the passageway. Guest bedroom's a dead end, but the boudoir is rotated so we can go north. Hopefully that's the compass helping out. Okay, and thanks to that upgrade, there should be dice in here. Oh, yeah. And I can use those to roll new floor plans. Okay, so we've gotten this room before, and there's a safe. And there's this Christmas picture, which has got to be a clue for the safe. Otherwise, it's just here to tell us that there is a safe, and it wasn't so well hidden that you would need to do that. But they got the safe for Christmas, I guess, and it is a holiday. Because there doesn't seem to be 4 of anything that could be numbers, or 2 of anything that could be higher numbers. Because I'm assuming it's a 4-digit code because that office passcode thing had 4 digits on it, even though it was a lie. So the only guess I got is maybe it's the date of this picture. Unless anyone has any better ideas. Although I probably shouldn't ask for help, because if someone's played it before, they're just going to tell me the answer, probably. Let's try the date. If that doesn't work, I'll probably move on, because I could sit here all day trying to type numbers into this thing, and until I know what it is. What about the date? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Christmas, right? So it'd probably be 12/25. Let's see. Hey, that worked. Thank you, Nikki. Although, I have absolutely no idea how much delay is on this chat. It's probably a full minute. You probably said the date before I did, but I just barely saw it a second ago. Okay, so we have a letter and a... Yeah, okay, I think that's a gem, yeah. And there's this leaf drawn in here. I think that's holly. That leaf's drawn everywhere, so... And it's holly... something. Hollywood, something estate. Okay, this had 4 on the outside. What does it say? 4. So I don't know if that's significant. Herbert. I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did, but for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Use smaller words, guy. Our countrymen must be made aware that the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Simon, that's me. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year, Daniel. Well, let's hope that's just story and not hints for a future puzzle. That's a lot. It's implying Marion's disappearance is suspect. I think Marion is Herbert's wife, and I think we saw something saying that. Okay, what did we learn? We learned that the safe password was a date, and then it was 4 characters. So that's something. Nikki said, I think you found a letter or note that had number 1 yesterday. Did I? I don't remember. Maybe. I can check the old notes. There's a letter in the entrance hall. I found a journal. And I found some tutorial stuff and a scrap of paper. I'm trying to remember if I found any other letters. I don't remember. But maybe the letters are in order. So this one was Christmas. So maybe I'll make a note that says letter 4 Christmas. So maybe we can check the dates on letters. If there's more letters, maybe like, or notes or whatever. Maybe they're supposed to be sequential to tell the story of the game. That's my guess. For now, let's try to go up. Okay, secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I don't know if that's a room I've been to or if it leads me somewhere else. Because if it leads me to a room I've been to, that's a dead end. But if it leads me somewhere else, that could be a good way to get somewhere. Security, though, definitely goes up. So that's a safer bet. And we have 1 gem. So it's got 2 exits, so let's make this count. Okay, so this door has a key card on it. We don't have the key card, but we turn the key cards off. So maybe we can get through there. Their key cards are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Normal doors will also be more likely to be locked. Yeah, until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So presumably it's locked and levers are required. And that's the password we got with the magnifying glass. So let's see here. Let's use the computer. Because I think we did something with the key cards here. You say inventory. Okay, we missed 2 coins somewhere. A key card system. Key card system is currently offline. System settings. Set that to high, since I think we can get through them. Oh yeah, we gotta turn the offline mode to unlocked. So now I think we can get through security keycard doors for free. I think that's all we need to do there. So, well, let's try it. Okay, yeah, it's letting us through. It's weirdly dark, all these pictures. Dark room, you cannot see floor plans while drafting this room. That's bad. Furnace, you are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. That's bad. And also, furnace is a dead end. Observatory, I think we went to before and was good, but we have no gems. Or I could redraw. The dark room has multiple exits, and we can go up from the dark room. So I think a up chance where we don't know what it's drawing is better than none. So that's kind of our only choice, I think. Okay. Oh, the lights went out, and now it really is dark. Huh. Wasn't the dark room one of the rooms on the breaker box in the utility closet? That's really far away. I think the dark room is on the utility box. Maybe we can turn the lights back on. Ooh. Here we go back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 steps. It'd be 15 to get back, and we would not be able to go anywhere if we went there and came back. I'd have to go to the kitchen and spend our money and 15 steps. So Nikki says, yes, dark room's on the breaker box. Okay, so we could do that. But we would have to spend our money, and then we wouldn't have very many steps left. Well, maybe we'll go back to the breaker box if we have nothing better to do. But for now, let's go up. Now it's locked. Whatever, let's do it. Fortune favors the bold. Okay. Gem requirement, we'd have no gems, so whatever this square is, that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, this is the guest bedroom. No, bunk room. It's the hamster room. The hamster's still alive, but he wants out. And I still can't feed him. There are bananas, though. Maybe I can give him a banana. No, I ate both the bananas. Sorry, hamster. You're gonna keep starving to death in here. And there's a trophy and like an urn. I think those were there before. It says Camp Colonel. I think there's windows there last time. Yeah, Atari Vision, I think, is the same. Blue, yellow, pink, red, purple, gray. So if I see a bunch of colors, I'm going to need to know about those. Okay, Nikki says check the journal for a number. Oh yeah, that's right. The journal's in this room. Oh, there's a campfire in this room too. Oh, there is you can't see the cover of it. Oh yeah, this is about Herbie and Simon. I thought my guy was Simon. I already forgot. My guy's some S name. I think it's Simon. I read all this last time. Simon and Herbie are brothers. And then Simon had this for a long time and says, congratulations on the diploma. And Simon does not have a sister. Okay, so no number in the book, so I don't know if it has to do with the letter. But we'll keep an eye out. All right, we got another chance to go north in security. And we might be able to go south and over if that doesn't work. Nikki says I am Simon. Okay, so I am Simon. So my character's like 14 or something. So I guess there's 2 Simons. Because I don't think he went to college and came back, this character I'm playing as. That's unfortunate. So the drawing room is a great room, but it needs a gem, and I have none. Guest bedroom is a dead end, closet is a dead end. Let's redraw these. Oof. Weight room, lose half your steps. That is bad. I mean, I guess all the red rooms are bad. Mage chamber will dead end me. So, yeah, dining room it is. Each day a meal is served after rank H8 has been reached. And a rank is how far north you've gone, I think. What is the grandpa's name? Is it also Simon? The guy who died is Herbert. And I think it's like Herbert Sinclair. So there's like HS is in there. Was it the dad's name might have been Simon? We found a letter in the mailroom that might have had a number on it. I don't remember what the dad's name is. The dad name could be Daniel. I don't remember. I didn't have my sheet of paper to write things on yesterday. Or 2 days ago. See, that's what I'm not remembering. If it was 1 day ago, I'd have a way better idea. So we're gonna do dining room. We're gonna keep going up. Keep going up until we can go up no longer. I want to reach that room. That's all I know. Nothing to pick up in here. Oh, but this room does have a buck in it. Commissary said with buck without price tag, so if that sketch is important, I don't know how that sketch is important. But possibly the commissary was saying something about this room. Room has a clock in it. There's too many potential like hints that feel like they're hints for puzzles, and I'm just not finding the puzzles. That's the problem. So whatever these are supposed to be telling me, I just don't know yet. Observatory, I still have no gems. Lavatory, which is a dead end that probably gives me nothing. I don't know. I guess I've never drawn it yet. And the guest bedroom, which gives me 10 steps, so guest bedroom it is, and hopefully the other door will let us go up. But we got plus 10 steps. Oh, interesting. So I remember that the sketches in this room are the same. because last time I joked, Flan, that's flantastic. And then I saw the fan, I said, oh, that's fantastic, which is a super lame joke, but I remember what was on the wall because of it. So those didn't change. There's basketball. Oh, and a key card. I think I disabled the key card system. I don't think this will help us. Maybe it will. And this note is a hint to the billiards room puzzle, which we already figured out. So that's the same. No coins in here either. All right, off the dining room. It's locked. We've only got one key. We don't have a lot of doors, though, so this is our choice. East Wing Hall. Ooh, that goes up and down. Let's do it. So let's go down first, because I think, if I'm right, that there's only one version of each room. Then if we put a dead end there, it will pull that out of the pool and make it easier to go north. Do we have no gems? Oh, I still haven't seen the workshop, though. The workshop would let me go up if I drew it when I'm trying to go up. So let's put the lavatory here and see what it is. That's it. It's a bathroom. So this has the $ tag, no buck. Sketch and HS. Yeah, Herbert Sinclair is the grandpa's name. So just left his dirty towels out, I guess. Great. There's nothing. Time to go back up. Never mind. It's locked. I'm out of keys now. Back to the dark room, and we're gonna go south through the dark room. And yeah, we drew the commissary, but we couldn't buy keys there. I remember that. He says, so Simon was Herbert's brother. According to that journal, unless Herbie means something other than Herbert, Herbert had a brother named Simon, and also our character is named Simon. So I think there's 2 Simons. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger. Oh, sorry. The compass just moved a little bit. I was trying to see if maybe that was going to give me a hint, but it stopped. Let's do left. Oh, we got a billiards room. I think last time we had a billiards room, we got a key. And those billiard balls are the same. I can't tell. But yeah, billiard balls are, you can kind of read the numbers. All these pool cues are different. Like, these are things that feel like they should be hints to a puzzle. But what puzzle, I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up. Yeah, then we notice it says plus, minus, x, or multiply, divide. We found out that's kind of how this puzzle works. So 19, then it'll be 9 plus 1 plus 6, so 16. 19 minus 3 minus 1 is 15. 17 minus 15 is 2 times 2 is 4. 8, 7, 14. There we go. 2 keys. I think we got 2 keys last time, which is good. Okay, back to the East Wing Hall, and we're gonna go up. Can't stop me from going up, game. Go the one direction I want to go. Conference room or workshop? We haven't seen the workshop yet. Let's see what we can do there. Okay. Combine inventory to create new items. We have a compass and a key card. We cannot combine compass with key card. That's it. Wonder what we can combine. Oh, there's a... What's this? A broken lever. Could prove to be useful. So we found that note about a broken lever in the office saying it goes in the greenhouse. So maybe if we brought this to the greenhouse, we could do something. Or maybe if we go to the greenhouse, get another part, we can combine it on the workbench with this. If we can even get to the greenhouse, we'll see. So yeah, it depends on which rooms we get. So some of these things we're probably gonna have to go out of our way to do on future days. So this rock has an L on it. It's been chiseled through, and we've got a music sheet of music labeled number 8. And that seems hard to write down. Stones cut blank by hand, and letters wrought blank. Do spell blank are secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost blank. Among the bold blank words, spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not blank. Interesting. Ooh. I think the music notes are hints to the words. I don't remember how to read music notes, but you could spell perhaps words with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's a lot of words to spell with not very many letter choices. Or it could just be that the number of notes is a hint to the number of syllables in the word. Message read is often lost among the bold words, unless those blanks don't mean anything, and they just mean you're supposed to sing them for very long. I'll have to think about that one. It is page 8. Maybe there's 7 more pages of music, and maybe it'll make sense if I find page 1. And I don't know if the letter L is in any way significant, because it's right there. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna put a pin in this one. Maybe I'll go find a reference for which notes or which letter later, but I'm not gonna do that right now. We've got piles of wood, we've got a lathe. The true box does not always contain the prize. Okay. So that's a hint to the parlor game, I think. And that's what we got. Let's go. Among the bold, maybe the capital lettered words in the journal. Oh man, Nikki, I hope not. There's so many random capital letters in that journal. If we hit a dead end, maybe we can go back there and check. But I'm just gonna hope I don't need to decode that journal because there's way too much to it. Let's maybe, but I hope not. Door's locked. Okay, this is our last key. Fingers crossed we get something good. Courtyard would be great. Still no gems. Wine cellar, dead end, closet, dead end. Okay, let's use our other redraw. Okay, mage chamber or conference room. I don't remember if we did the mage chamber before or not. This looks like it's a red and purple room. Or conference room. Conference room can go up. I don't care. I'm just gonna go up. Okay, I got a little bell jingle. So I hit rank 8. So I think that means that the kitchen has food. Some rooms allow you to spread items throughout the house. When items are spread, they immediately placed. If they have a conference room, they go to the conference room. Well, I have a conference room and I spread coins. There's no coins. Safe code 9083. So I think I remembered that one correctly. I'm gonna write that down, but it's a lie. I don't know if it's a hint, even though it's a lie. Take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. So that may or may not have something to do with the office safe. Oh. Maid had Mila. Okay, yeah, so we did go into the... That's right. We went to the maid's room. There's like a trophy. He said M-I-L-A and then, correction, M-E-L-A. I actually think it might have been M-I-L-A. Yeah, that's right. It was a maid, like, statue with a broom, which we decided was number 5 of the stained glass portraits in the chapel. I think that's as far as we got with that. I think there may be more of those that represent the other stained glass windows, and maybe they all like combine to spell a word or something, or maybe the maid was named Mila. We don't know at this point. All right, I can go up one more time, unless it's locked. Let's do it. It's locked. Okay. It's okay. We'll go the other way. Try to get the antechamber. No. 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 Oh, well, we get the closet. Maybe you'll have a key. It does have a key. And a die. All right, now we can go up. Coat check. Check an item and retrieve it another day. And that's it. So many times I wanted to use gems. On the plus side, we unlock that thing, so we should get gems the following day. So that's going to be good. Claim check 8, claim check 7. Oh, duh. Let's check an item. What do you think will be more useful? Let's do the broken lever, because maybe we can combine it without the workshop. If we have to use the workshop to combine the broken lever, though, we'll probably always have the broken lever when we have the workshop, but let's check that item. Maybe it'll come in handy later. I think I'm too early in the game to know for sure what is and is not going to be that helpful. Well, we didn't make it to the antechamber. Is there any other paths? No. So this is all the rooms we get today. But if we make it out of the house, we can go, I think, walk over to that gem place. Or we can go to the bunk room. I guess the bunk room's not too far out of the way. We can go look at those. Let's go see if those capital letters somehow form a message. Don't want to do that. We're going to do it. What else are we going to do? Need some kind of a breakthrough here. Okay. So we have today, Simon, I, H. Yeah, I don't think that's anything. And that's all caps. Today, I, H. If he does, will not. Yeah, I don't think that's a code. Although today is a good day is bold, and the sheet music actually said bold, not capitalized. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on this one. Maybe that's a hint for something else. Sorry, hamster. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I think I said we're going to go try somewhere else, right? Oh yeah, the utility closet for the dark room, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15 away. I've got 15 steps left, so I don't think that's going to happen. Well, we can buy some... buy a club sandwich. Is it, oh, we missed the dining room. We gotta go back to that. Oh, yep, we got food. Day's main course, country stew pie, boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. Plus 20, plus an additional 10 if you have a boiler room in your house. Which we don't. Have dinner. Yeah, Nikki, thanks for the reminder on the dining room. Now, did anything else happen here since this room has Buck, has no tag? Still don't know what that was a hint for. This fireplace is on, though. I don't know if it's always on or not, but that's something that might change. Okay, so now we have 42 steps. Okay, now I think we can make it to the dark room and back. I still want to go check out that thing that opened up outside. So we'll do that on the way. So I think you lose steps outside, but I think it's only a couple. Yeah, I think it's only going to be a few steps out of the way. Then, okay, there's no number on this letter, by the way. So if we saw number 1 letter, I don't remember where. Oh yeah, there are 2 coins somewhere. Thanks for the reminder, Nikki. I don't know if the coins are going to help us, though, since we can't draw any more rooms. See, I'm just going to throw one. Make a wish. I wish I could draw more rooms. I wish somebody would let that hamster out of his torment. Okay, I think it was, yeah, up from the campsite. Okay, it's calling it the Gemstone Cavern. Okay, that makes sense. It gives us 2 gemstones a day, right? Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecraft from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now there's still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. So there's a passage blocked by a minecart. The boss informed me that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. We're going to be blocked from somewhere by a minecart, but wherever that is going to have 2 more ways in. So that is a hint. Nikki says, can you walk off the path near the open gate up the hill towards the statue? I think there is a cliff there. I'll take a look around when we get back there. What else we got? We got a switch. Ooh, what's it? Okay, we unlocked a blue flame. What does that mean? It looked like there's 4 more places for flames to go, so there might be 4 more, or 4 total, 3 more rooms to unlock. I don't know what those rooms are. I don't know what the flames mean. And I still don't know why the game is called Blueprints. But yeah, I think we've had a pretty full day here, which is good, because I thought we were gonna run out of stuff to do. So there's a gate here, and I think this is the side of the house that the statue was on. There's power lines and a locked door. Another bird bath. And yeah, I think the statue is way over by those pillars. Yeah, there's just this planter box here. So I don't think we get to go around to the side of the house. And, well, unless we can find a way to hop this very short gate. I don't know how. I don't know how we're going to hop this gate, but I don't know. There's no lock on it, even. There's no power lines going to it. So even by gate puzzle logic, I don't know how we're going to open that. Maybe we'll find a hatchet or something. We'll just break it down. Okay, and there's the blue flame down there. Let's go check that out. Okay, we've got a boarded up door. And these are the same kind of boards that show up when you build a room. And there's a door you can't go through because there's a wall in the room. We've got a gas pipe, another gas pipe, and some more torches. So it doesn't look like anything opened up down here. So let's head back in the house and try the breaker box. He says maybe the lever opens a gate. Maybe. Because I assume that's a greenhouse lever, so it might have something to do with that. But the other levers it mentioned were for opening the antechamber. So I have a feeling if we even get to the antechamber without pulling some levers, we're not going to get anywhere. But it is as good of a goal as any. But yeah, let's see if we can turn on the lights to the red room, the dark room. We'll keep an eye out for 2 coins, but oh yeah, hey. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Yeah, okay, so the dark room breaker did turn off, so maybe the dark room will be light again now. Seems to be the most logical thing. We've got 21 steps. We counted that it was 15 away, so we can go try that. Oh yeah, and we have this safe. Oh hey, and there's a gem up there. It won't let me get that one. Or it's like a yellow pyramid. Maybe that's not a gem. Okay. So the other safe was 1225. That didn't work. And 9083 we already tried, but we were correct in the conference room saying that. So I think since the Christmas picture was a hint for the safe in that room, this paper must be a hint for this room. If things are going to be consistent, at least. And 1225 was a date. And March is a date. So that's 03. March of the count. What do we count? Queen, Lord, Barons, Major, Pairings of the Major. Major. Major is a thing on sheet music. It's like a kind of chord. I was gonna say it was like a treble clef or a bass clef, but no, I never played the piano. I played the trumpet. We only had one line to deal with. So I don't know if major is relevant to the sheet music. Herrings are a fish. Herringbone is a pattern. It's kind of like a bunch of zigzags, like a chevrons, but different. Here, passing of the barons. You can count letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Maybe like 0314. Queen is a playing card. It's a band. The count says blah. I'm trying to think. Nikki says the hand on the shelf reminds me of the large one pointing down. I agree. The large one pointing down ended up being a table for coins, but also it's pointing down very obviously. And it's been pointing down every single time. So whatever it's there for, it's, you know, not random. So let's see if there's something we can count in the room. Got some of these cube things. Got pictures. Oh, I didn't click on this before. So I assume that's Herbert and that lady who I think is Marion or something. I should write down these names. I'm bad enough with names in real life. So if I need to start remembering names, that's gonna be a problem. Got a little bust of a dude. That guy stands out. Several busts of dudes. And they're drawing a flan. There's a king chess piece. Got a camera. Those busts do kind of stand out. There's another paper crane. 2 paper cranes. Cube thing. This cube thing looks like if I look at a certain angle, it's supposed to turn into something. But I'm not seeing it. Got an arrow, we got a bust, we got a bust. Got a bust. I don't know. Is there anything worth counting? We can count the busts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need a magnifying glass for the woman in the picture. It looked like writing. 03. Let's try this first. 0309. Nothing. Is there supposed to be writing, you think, on this woman in the picture? I'm not sure. Maybe there's something in this corner. This kind of looks like a tear. Maybe there's something there. We'll remember to check the next time we have a magnifying glass. Because now I'm suspicious of every little smudge everywhere. Oh, there's another little pyramid. That's probably the same as that brightly lit one up there. I don't know. 03 what? 03. 03. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, okay. I guess that worked. That felt wrong. So the safe has a another red letter in it. This one has infinity on it, or a sideways 8. And it's dated March 3rd, 0303. So I don't know how we were supposed to find that out, but we found it out. I'm good at this game. We found it out because I'm good at this game. I'm smart. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands not involving the police and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again, we had given you back the envelopes. We felt that one final red letter, that's in bold red, of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence, this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expect to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain, so why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of our blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats toward your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable enough that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in the extortion of these funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discuss content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous X, formerly Forever Anonymous Twitter. Which is kind of funny, because I keep calling that Twitter bird the X-bird. I think we got this too early, because we haven't found any blackmail. The other letter was like mad he was hiding something. So apparently somebody was threatening us, but they're saying they weren't threatening us. And so far, both safes have been the date of the letter in the safe has been the password. So the red letters are blackmail. Possibly. This one's talking about previous blackmail. Maybe we'll find black letters. So there might be 8 or infinity of these letters. If they're all numbered, that's probably going to mean that they're in order. Which might come in handy if we try to brute force something later. I guess we'll see how many safes there are. I don't know why 0303 was a solution to this safe, though. That was kind of random. So, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. And perhaps the story will lead into that letter later. And I see I have 2 letters on my menu now. But I cannot, I can't open them from the menu. So what were we doing? Oh, we were going to the dark room. Base stump, has it been getting better? Well, we're on day 3. We're 1 day further. We've opened 2 safes. We solved another parlor game. We solved another billiard puzzle. We We opened up an area outside that had another hint implying that there's an underground somewhere that is blocked by a minecart. So there may be more to this game that is not in the house. There's a couple locked doors around the outside of the house that we opened one of them. So, and there's 4 of something that we can light up outside. So when we light up all 4 things, something good should happen. So that's another goal, is that we can unlock, turn on 4 flaming torches outside. And now we're going to see what's in the dark room. Bunch of pictures. So yeah, in conclusion to whether or not it's better, I mean, there's more story stuff going on, which is good. We haven't found much more in terms of game mechanics. So that's a smudge on this guy. This guy's holding a sheet of paper. I did hear some people at the local card shop raving about it, so it's definitely got a lot of attention here. Yeah, people are loving this game. And in the very least, it's passing the time. I'm enjoying my time doing it, and I want to keep playing. But I'm waiting for some kind of, you know, a big moment or something where it's like, oh, man. And I'm not there yet. I think maybe when you open the antechamber, and there's a lot of mystery. It's just that we've got blurry maids. There's a lot of stuff in this game that feels like hints to puzzles. The problem is I'm not finding the puzzles that they're hints for. So as that unfolds, hopefully I'll start to make some sense of what the puzzles are, in terms of like what the sketches mean. Do the chess pieces mean anything? So there's a lot going on. I just need places to input or better understand what the puzzles are. I found a sheet of music that had a bunch of blanks that might be a message you fill in, but if I know the contents of that message, is that something I type somewhere? Is it a hint for something I have to do? I'm not really sure. I'm also not very sure if I need to be doing specific things with the layout. Like, do areas unlock if you put a room next to a different room? I'm not sure yet if I need to be laying out the house in a certain way. I'm just trying to get to the antechamber, and I think it's going to be locked, so I'm going to need to figure out how to open that up. Anyways, print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. They said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. So here's the lady print, and they called her just her ladyship, and they want this to be bigger. Okay, so we found this gate, and there is a lock. So I think if we have a bigger version of this, we might be able to look at the lock and unlock it. And that was an area of outdoors, and the area outdoors we unlocked give us 2 gems per day, so maybe this will give us like an apple or something per day. We got a heart on the tree. We got a block. So I think I need to get a magnifying glass and come back to the dark room. And in order to see this, we needed to light up the dark room. So we need a magnifying glass and a utility room and a dark room on the same day. So that's something we can shoot for, I think. Oh, we got a gem. Doesn't do us any good now. Oh, we have lady on computer. That desk drawer is still open. I mean, that's a broken... That drawer's always open, I guess. Not seeing much to that yet. Another blurry picture of maids. An in focus picture of maids. And I think that was all the pictures. There's that one again. Okay, so we got at least 2 pictures in here. We need a it's a Severance style console. Oh, the computer. Yeah, we found that computer for real earlier today, and we got to log on, and we upgraded a room using it. There's a disc. But you know, that's a very... So I think this game's set in 1993. That's like an 80s computer, though. Yeah. So, but Herbert was an old man, I guess. It's amazing he had a computer in the first place. Saying, oh yeah, so we need to come back here with a magnifying glass for sure. Was one for sale in the commissary? We don't have enough coins anyways, or enough steps. So that's not happening today, I don't think, but I think maybe we can shoot for that the next day and see what we can find out. Well, still just trying to go north. Okay, so is there anything else to do for this day? Because I'm feeling like maybe we're done with day 3. I'm gonna await your answer for about a minute here because I think there's about a minute delay on the chat. I should probably go to low latency mode if I want to ask people questions. The issue is if I ask too much and people actually know what's going on, they're just going to spoil it for me. And discovering stuff is the fun part. I'm enjoying finding stuff out and feeling like I'm learning things. Okay, Nikki says move on, and I'm tired of waiting. Let's call it a day. East wing favored. 5 bedrooms. Why is it counting the number of bedrooms, I wonder? 29 total rooms. Rank 9 reached. Yeah, because we made the top. Items found 6, new rooms 6. Okay, onward to day 4. All right. Okay, so the cards on the wall in this room are Queen of Diamonds and Ace of Spades. I think they've been the whole time. I haven't found any card relevant anything, but I'm going to keep keeping an eye on that. And the flowers are yellow, white, and purple. I also haven't been paying attention to that. I think I need to make note. Maybe not make note, but try to remember. Okay, so I got my 2 gems. And we're going to go right. Oh, we can get our broken lever from the coat check. Or you can immediately go to security. I don't think we need the broken lever. So we'll start with security because that will give us the most movement options. And we'll set the key card thing just in case. No, not that. There's just the smallest amount of lag on this for me to... Like it has to Has to finish typing before I can do anything, and I get ahead of myself. Scorchy says Illuminati Pyramid. Was that in the main area? I didn't notice that. I don't see it from here, but next time I'm in there, I'll look for that. Okay. All right. Back to going up. Immediately can't. Okay. Pantry it is. Maybe I should in the breaker box. That seemed handy. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. That was our 3rd or 4th apple, I think. Maybe maybe it will upgrade. Maybe the fruit will upgrade and then run out. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we used a gem to get security. Oh, oops. We've been in the courtyard before. Den won't let us go up. Courtyard will. Whatever. Let's just use all of our gems immediately. Why not? We got a patch of dirt here, so if we get a shovel, we can come back. 2 patches of dirt. And that's it. Let's go up. Ooh. Let's do den. 55 chicken nuggets. That's a lot of chicken nuggets. Or exactly the right amount of chicken nuggets. Depends on... It's actually probably not enough chicken nuggets. Alright, yep. Sketches have changed. Nothing else seems to have changed. Let's get a key from the Nook. Yep. Seems about the same. No sledgehammer in the courtyard today, says Nikki. Nope, no sledgehammer. No surprises. I wonder if, as you go more up, if you get different things in the room. Like, is a rank 4 courtyard always going to have a certain thing, or is it random? Do you get more stuff if it's a higher rank? I'm not sure. We got red flowers in here with pink flowers behind them. But hopefully whoever's putting flowers up is feeding the hamster. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yeah, we found that once, but that's a lie paper. So that probably means doors in the east are more likely to be locked, or doors in the west are less likely to be locked. Let's do the commissary and see if it's got something waiting for us. Okay, so we're looking for with aviator guy. I haven't even seen that sketch before, and without planter box. Don't know what that means yet. But I think the dining room met the criteria last time. Let's see if it's the dining room again. Okay, we can buy a magnifying glass. That's all of our money. Sleeping mask or running shoes. We won't buy anything yet, but if we need it, now we know we can get it. Man, I want the observatory, and I keep using all the gems. I need to think ahead. And then Chapel will take our money. Oh well. Last time we got money in the chapel. Do we get money this time? No. Yep, nothing new. don't know. I don't know if my goal to always go north is actually that productive. But I gotta do something. Their room is the same. And locked. Cool. Not worth it. Okay, we got another dark room. So if we get the dark room, we can buy a magnifying glass if we have enough money, and we can build the utility closet. Yeah, let's try for that. I assume lights are, yeah, lights are going out. Oh, that's new. What's this? Archives. Which is a red room. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Oh. Ooh, that sucks. So I'm only gonna know what 2 of the 3 are? Oof. Why would the archives be a bad room? Better be something good in here. Oh, here's something. Maybe? August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Okay, so the X-Bird is actually Swimbird from a picture book. The Curse of Knowledge, Fitty Stump. Yes. To be afflicted with knowledge. Here. Oh, she was no stranger to the public eye even before literary success. The niece and closest living relative of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Oh, Marion is the niece, not the wife. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the potential associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Mary equals Marion equals Marigold. So I think we've seen 2 of those names so far. So maybe the point of this is to tell us these are the same people, and I'm definitely going to forget that. Oh, and also she is the niece. Supposed to be writing down puzzle clues, but maybe it'll be important later. January 27th, 1986. Swimbird author never considered herself a success by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and her inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. So I think Marigold is this character's mother, which would make my character the Red Prince, not the Blue Prince. Because remember we saw the little blue bird in the tent. So it's connected to this Simon character we're playing. Unless Marigold is not the mother and Red Prince is some other person. there more? Oh, there's more. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Black Water. Don't know what that means. I'm going to write that down, though. Something here has to be important, right? It's an expensive room to go into. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy though the charges were later dropped. Philip White is the publisher. That's another color. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. I wonder if we need the magnifying glass. Doesn't look like we do, but you never know. What was seen at the corner, suspicious bag unearthed, waved down a local This is the 3rd major last year. It is anticipate charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on expected to last up to with grand treason. Well, that's strange. So, I don't know if there's a suspicious bag in this photo we need to be looking for. I mean, so this the clipping looks like if there's a picture and you flipped it over, so the words aren't relevant, but there'd be like a picture there, but you can't interact with it. So I wonder why it's clipped that way and what we're supposed to get from it, other than that there's a suspicious bag underneath something. Maybe in this picture. Yeah, that's not flipping anything over. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Mather Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones has never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident. At this point, we are seeking information. It keeps going. Okay, this is the last one. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside the noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia had arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Heirs, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. So this story about a jewel theft, who knows, maybe the jewel is hidden somewhere in the house, but every other article here has been about Mary. So that implies that Mary was involved in the jewel theft. But we'll keep an eye out for a giant ruby, I guess. Okay, well that was a lot to read. So that's something. And that's why the game is called Red Prince. So now we know. Because that's the name of the game. Okay, is everyone done with the archives? I think we need to be done in the archives. Let's go south and probably just dead end that one. Arc. That's mean. That's mean. And literally our only choice is the furnace room, which is going to make the map even worse. So we're kind of unlucky this time, I guess. Okay, there's a patch of dirt. So if we had a shovel, we could shovel the dirt. And that's it. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, weird. It's all wavy. I don't know if that's like the furnace heat graphic, like glitching out, or if I don't know. Oh, Mage Chamber will let us go up, but that's gonna be the 5th red room. Or this might dead end us. Jernicky says, today is a bad day, so just choose new rooms to get new info. Oh, I'd do the laboratory if I could, but no gems, so... let's do the blind one. Why not? We've been in the Mage Chamber before. It is Gymnasium. We lost 2 basketballs. Hoople Sports. So there's nothing in here. And yeah, it's a red room. I think there is a circuit breaker for this room. So maybe turning out the lights will do something if we get the circuit breaker, which we might not this time. See what's this way. Parlor we've been to. Well, if we're more likely to get red rooms, maybe we just want to burn through them so there won't be repeats later. Or we can play the parlor game and maybe get some gems, which might help, but we are almost out of, like, if we get unlucky off of security, which we might. Or if we don't find a key for the spare room. Oh, maybe we'll find something new. Let's just do that. Oh, it's a closet. I'm gonna die. And we got 1 gem. And we can't take the umbrella. Oh, I lost another 2 basketball. We lose 2 basketballs, 2 steps every time we come in here, which is probably gonna be at least 2 more times. Everything is still wavy. That was a long time ago in the office, said Scorchy. The Illuminati Pyramid. Wow, Scorchy, that is like a 25-minute delay on your comments. But thank you for clarifying that. Okay, both of these are dead ends, but Mage Chamber does bad things, so let's just do the lavatory. Still just a bathroom. And there go my basketballs. Okay, maybe since we've done all those red rooms, when we go off security, we'll get super lucky. How do I get out? Dark room. I'm already getting lost. Nowhere. I'd say the layout makes no sense, but I'm the one doing the layout, so I need to design easier to navigate houses. Of course, your Omen G, my internet keeps dropping out. I think I was like really behind. Oh, well, I mean, I tried to fix that for you that one time, so if that's still going out, maybe that needs some more work. Okay, locksmith is a dead end that would sell us keys, which if they were cheap enough, we could go buy in the spare room, but I doubt they are. Bedroom, or probably a dead end. Let's do the bedroom for now. Oh, no car keys today. Still pointing down. We're still in Reddington. All right. The parlor, which is a dead end. Archive, which might be a dead end. Drawing room, which is not a dead end, but we'll take our 1 gem. Or we can redraw. Let's do the drawing room, which will let us redraw. And just hopefully see how far we can get. Mage chamber, guest bedroom, which is a dead end. Redraw. Let's redraw. Okay. Billiard room, which gave us keys before. Parlor, which usually gives us gems. Let's do billiard room, because I think we might be able to go up through the... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We might barely be able to go through the spare room. Okay, let's do this. 17. 5. 7, 14. Ooh. I think that's a divide, so 4. 16, 10, 200, 20. We got a fancy key. You found the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. A room with many doors, like 4 doors, or like that room with all the locked doors? I guess we'll find out. Storeroom. Don't want that. Risky room or dead end. Let's redraw. Corridor, which is useless. Parlor, which is useless. And a third one we can't do. Great. That was a waste. Well, parlor will give us some gems, and then hopefully we'll make it to the spare room. Well, provided we solve the box puzzle. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. Well, if the gems are in this box, that would mean that's true, and that's true, and that's true. But one of them has to be lying. So the gems are not in the black box. Gems are not in this box. Let's try the blue one. Yeah, let's try the blue one. Yeah, there we go. Now we get to go back and hopefully we can do something in the spare room. We're going to be cutting it close on the number of steps, I think, though. There's something over there? No. Yeah. Special keys. Silver key. Got a rotunda, which needs 3 gems. I don't know what. Or a weight room, which will let us progress but pretty much kill us. But we haven't been in there before, so whatever. It's a bad day. Let's just make it hurt a little bit more, and maybe there will be a cool item or story thing in here. Nope. Although there is this weird corner. I wonder why there's this weird corner. Maybe there's a way to open it up. Work out. Can't do anything. We can go north, and that will be touching the antechamber. Now it's locked. Ooh, an aquarium is every color of room. So the aquarium is its own room. Still having that wavy thing. Or the utility closet, which we'd use to light up the dark room, but we can't afford a magnifying glass, and we are going to not make it. See the aquarium. Seems fancy. Got fish. Got... Oh, that's weird. There's like washing machines. Like little tiny washing machines. Like clothes washing machines in the aquarium. Oh, a little bedroom. A little barbecue grill. I wonder. So maybe that... Okay, there was a grill on the patio. And next to it is... maybe the boudoir. Like, maybe these are representing rooms and I should put these rooms together. Like, laundry room. Like, that might mean something. I might need to try to put certain rooms next to each other. And maybe that's telling me what. Although this fish is in the archives and it's just sitting there. I think that's the archives. Maybe it's just cool set pieces. And this is oh, this is the bedroom where I get the car keys. So I don't know what they're saying, but maybe they're saying something. And I got a gem. If you had the shovel, there's some dirt. Could the washers be computers, says Nikki. Maybe. Like these well, me pointing doesn't track. The ones on the left look like dryers, and the ones on the right look like top-loading washers. And then that looks like a basket of laundry to me. So I've got a feeling it's a laundry room. But is there any significance to that being a laundry room? I have no idea. We'll keep it in mind. Basem says, I assume that's an undiscovered laundry room. I agree. Okay, so we got a normal boring door or a cool door. Let's try the cool door. And there's a garage. Haven't been in the garage. Whatever, let's do it. There we go. Interesting. So the lights are on, but the utility room, both times the garage has been switched off. Oh. Okay, that's the garage. Okay. So that's a garage door opener, I think. So if we turn on power to the garage, maybe we can open the garage. That would be cool. Is that how you get outside to the side of the house? I can't really see through there to see what's on the other side. Can I get into the car? No. I don't have the car keys. Also, this was the one time we didn't find the car keys. So if we had the car keys, maybe we could get into the car. And if we had the breaker box, maybe we could open the side. And maybe we can drive the car. Maybe we can just leave. Is that the end of the game? You just kind of give up and drive away? I don't know. We can find out, but definitely not on this day. We're just going to draw a bunch of red rooms, I think. Oh, we got a letter. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Signed, Mrs. Babbage. So the staff manager is mad that Christoph takes the car, and Christoph is the driver. Got it. I'm not going to remember that. But if we need to know who is the driver, we know we can come to the garage and find his name again. I guess I can just write that down. I have no idea if any of these names are ever going to be relevant again. But there's a box. That looks like an important box. I can't do anything with that box, though. Each we got. Okay. So I think I know what we need to do with the garage. We need to get the car keys. We need to get the utility room. We need to open the garage. And I have at 0 steps. And I have died. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. Push yourself to the very edge. Day over. This is Mount Holly, the Scarlet Villa, because of all the red rooms. The room set 24, rank reached 7. Okay, and with that, I think I'm going to save and quit. Did 2 days last time. We're going to do 2 days this time. I think our only time to save is between days. And, you know, if we have a really good day, it might be another hour, hour and a half. So it's probably a good stopping point. Did we learn anything important today? Well, we learned how safes worked. And we learned a fair amount about the story, even though it doesn't make sense so far. We learned who the Red Prince is, even though the game is called Blueprints. So still don't know why it's called Blueprints, except that it's Blueprints, and that might be enough. I think I understand the puzzle to the garage, and we unlocked the gem corner. So, and we need to take the magnifying glass to the red room. So we got 2 things we can do next time. Try to figure out what's going on in the dark room. Try to figure out what's going on in the dark room with a magnifying glass, and then try to get out the garage with the car keys. And we still need the antechamber. So that will be our goals for next time. Thank you all for stopping by. I think we're going to call it quits right now. So I will see you